guys, welcome to Nigerian Benz Lover YouTube channel. My name is Tunde, if you don't know, and today I have the 2013 CLS 550 all to myself to play with. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know much about the CLS, Mercedes-Benz started the four-door coupe body shape back in 2004. Right, with the CLS 500, which had the chassis name of the W219, right? So it was based on the E-Class. All CLSs are based on the E-Class, but like imagine a sportier, slicker, sexier looking E-Class, right? So the CLS has been going strong up to now. I mean, now they're using the V6 engines, but still, right? And in my opinion, this is the best one in the range, right? Because it's like, you know, it looks way much better. The last one had like the controversial look, so people were having mixed opinions about it, right? So I'm not going to do a walk around review today because I don't want to. So I'm going to drive it this time and let you guys know what it feels like and what it's like to drive the CLS 500. Okay, so before I take you for a spin, I want you to know that the CLS is referred to as a four-door coupe according to Mercedes-Benz, right? Like the GLE coupe and all that. So the CLS is referred to as a four-door coupe, right? And it sits between the E-Class and the S-Class. Though it's based on the S-Class, but it has the comfort of the S-Class, and it has the agility of an avant-garde sporty E-Class, right? So the CLS is like this touring fastback coupe, right? Yes, people call it a fastback coupe, and in some areas they also call it a turismo, because like it's kind of like a Grand Tourer. If you watch the last video, you know what I'm talking about for the Grand Tourer part. So it's kind of like a Grand Tourer, but you know, it's more rear more room for people in the back. And speaking of the back, let's actually see how the back seat is. Getting into the back of the CLS is, I mean, pretty easy. It's simple, you know. It's a four-door coupe like I mentioned, but it can be a little bit cramped for tall passengers. As you can see, my foot is rubbing against the front seats, but that's no big deal. It's still comfortable if I sit properly, and you know, it's very comfortable in my opinion. It feels more like a driver's car, because like it's a 2+2. It has a 2+2. It has a 2+2 seating arrangement, right? So what that means is 2 people at the front as usual, and then 2 at the back, right? Because the back seat only has 2 chairs. Like the middle part has been converted into a cup holder and 1 giant storage cubby hole, you get. And well, yeah, you see. So let me take it for a drive and let's talk more. Okay, so the CLS is probably one of the coolest Benz cars out there in my opinion, because like it's, you know, easy to drive. It has a very sleek shape, and you know, it's sleek. I don't know the word to use, but yeah, it's really sleek. And you know, it's kind of like the S550 I mentioned. With that said, it's pretty powerful too, you know. Ooh, bump on the road, missed that. Okay, so the CLS is not what you call popular in Nigeria. Do you get? It's not even out there. It's kind of also like the what's the name, the S550 coupe, right? It's a niche car, you know. People, you know, like it's more like an acquired taste, like fine wine, you know. If you are considering like a fast Mercedes-Benz sedan, you most likely go for the E500 or E450, or maybe the S500 or S550 if you know, want something bigger and you want something with flagship, quote unquote. You get? So like the CLS is like a very niche car, almost as niche as the G-Wagon. Do you get? So in terms of you know, driving pleasure, I think the CLS is super comfortable. Do you get? Because it has a what's it called, a it has an air suspension, right? So in terms of comfort, the CLS sits almost as close to the S-Class, because of the air suspension, and like I said, it's a Turismo, so it soaks up the bumps as you drive. Now the CLS, this particular model, the W218, this is the pre-facelift. Yeah, so it started around the production started around 2012, right? And then the facelifted models came in 2015, right, with a much more larger front fascia. It looked more luxurious. This generation, the pre-facelift looked more aggressive. It looked like something out of Need for Speed, made from Kombi or a Fatterback. Can't believe I just said that. For those of you who are wondering how the CLS sounds, or the CLS 550, if you're wondering how the CLS 550 sounds, the stock exhaust tune, this is raw, no modifications, no X-pipe, no muffler delete, no resonator delete, no crack cobbles, no perf fills. You know what I'm talking about. Well, this is how it sounds. So this CLS was given to me by White Crown Automobiles, right? So it's one of the coolest and also biggest car dealers in Lagos, Nigeria, with some of the coolest cars available, right? CLSs, Brabus, G-Wagons, you name them. He has everything, and he also brings in cars specially for, car owners or people who want to buy cars and all that. So if you have a special request for exotics, luxury cars and the likes, Rolls Royces, Maybachs, then you know who to call, right? So his number, and you can follow him on Instagram here with the link in the description. After driving the car for just a few meters around the estate, I can say I was glad to meet my realistic dream car, and it was fun. I think the CLS is a pretty cool niche car. I like it the way it's a niche car. Not everyone owns one, not everyone wants to buy one. People are not really that into this charismatic Mercedes, right? And but if you are into this charismatic Mercedes, then I forgot to mention it's available for a very good price. And if you are interested, then leave a comment or send a message.